Hello, algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here, and this is really like the last new thing we're going to learn for the year. The rest is practice and review and such. It's called point-slope form of a linear equation. You know slope-intercept form, you know standard form, you don't know point-slope form yet. Now, this equation here you should recognize is not point-slope form. Well, almost. It almost is. It's actually this equation for calculating slope when given 2 points. You subtract the y's, subtract the x's, and the y's rise to the top. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the fraction. I'm going to multiply this side of the equation by the denominator, x minus x sub 1. And that'll cause my fraction to cancel out. But if I do it to one side, I have to do it to the other, which means I'll multiply by x minus x sub 1. Okay, so now when I do that, I'm going to get m times quantity of x minus x sub 1, and that's going to equal y minus y sub 1, right? And then I'm just going to rewrite it so that my y's are on the left-hand side. It'll look a little bit more like slope-intercept form. It won't be slope-intercept form, but it'll look a little more like it. So y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity of x minus x sub 1. This is what point-slope form generally looks like. Now the cool thing is, this here is the slope, just like in slope-intercept form. And there's also a point hidden in this equation. The point occurs at x sub 1, y sub 1. And you notice that the coordinates change signs. My x sub 1 here is negative, there it's positive. My x sub 1 here is, my y sub 1 is negative, here it's positive. So, to write an equation in point-slope form is really simple. Check this out. I got y minus y sub 1 equals m times the quantity of x minus x sub 1. Well, I start off with a y. Now I need my y coordinate, and since it's minus 5, I put a minus 5. I need my slope, which is 3. Quantity, I need an x. And then I have to subtract x's value, the x sub 1 value, x minus negative 2. Well, minus negative 2 is a positive 2, isn't it? And there you go. You are in point-slope form. Now, it would be a pretty easy conversion to get to slope-intercept form if they asked you to do that. I could go y minus 5 equals 3x plus 6. Of course, I just distributed. Add 5 to both sides. And in 2 easy steps, if you check this out, I am in slope-intercept form. So now I know the slope, and I know the y-intercept, and I also know the point that was on the line before. Okay? This is point-slope form. If they just say write it in point-slope form, that's all you have to do. Sometimes it would be smart to quickly convert it to slope-intercept form. That's all I'm saying. All right, why don't you pause the video and try to write this one. Here comes my solution. Y plus 7 equals negative 1/2 times x minus 3. I am in point-slope form. Dun, 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 dun. All right, it's just as easy to go the other way. If they give you point-slope form, which looks like this, you should be able to tell me the slope without even thinking about it. You should be able to tell me the point that the line passes through is negative 1, positive 6. Go ahead, pause the video, try this one. Y plus 10 equals negative 3/5 times the quantity of x minus 2. Try it. Go ahead, try it. Okay, here comes my solution. My slope is negative 3/5. The point is going to be 2, negative 10. Bam, I'm done. All right, now, this can be very helpful in the parallel perpendicular thing. Remember, we learned that parallel lines have the same slope. Same slope. Perpendicular lines have slopes that are negative reciprocals of each other, right? So, for this green one, I need the equation of line parallel to this black line, black equation, through this point. Well, let's find the slope. The slope of the black one is, I guess I should do that in black, sorry. Slope of the black one is 3/4, right? So the parallel slope is 3/4. If I want to write the equation in slope intercept form, I'll do the y equals mx plus b and plug things in and solve for b. But if they don't require me to do that, if they say do it in point slope form, all I have to go is y plus 2, right, equals 3/4 times x minus 6. If I want to, I could then convert that to slope-intercept form, but I'm not required to. All right, now same with perpendicular. My slope is 3/4, which means my perpendicular slope is going to be -4/3. The equation could be y plus 2 equals -4/3 times the quantity of x minus 6. You know what? I'll go ahead and convert it to slope-intercept form. This is the answer in point slope form. But to convert to slope-intercept form, I would just distribute that -4/3. So I'll get -4/3 x plus 8, because 3 are going there 2 times 4. And then I'll subtract 2, y will equal -4/3 x minus 6. There you go. All right, so there's the point slope form. This is the slope intercept form. They produce the same line. Pretty easy stuff. All right, this is, you should be watching this on Friday, May 8th. I know there's a screwed up schedule because of testing. But I think since it's Monday, I'll get to see you guys during 4-6. So we'll talk about this 4-6. All right, Mr. Lawrence signing off. Have a good night, everybody.